There's there is a button here where you can raise your hand and if you got something to share, say, ask, just in general. I'd love to hear from you. And don't everybody go at once. Maybe Bob, you have anything you want to say?
Well, I'm sitting here in Scottsdale visiting my 3-month old, my 2.5-year old, my son and his lovely wife. So I'm enjoying myself and trying to accomplish something at the same time.
Very good. Shout outs. Wins. Did anybody do any one-on-ones?
I did one-on-one with Phil a couple of times, and I'm looking at referring him to one of my clients who's looking at selling her business.
Nice.
Yeah, would love
Beautiful.
Robert would love to work with you. It's a really great to connect and talk. And we're going to shout out to Sam Curd. Working with him, he's just very professional, very efficient. Love the follow up. He redid my website and branding, and great guy. So love to work with him and highly recommend him.
Very good. Betty, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I use Bob's connection system, and I connected with a gentleman about 2 weeks ago who we had a great conversation, not, I mean, around business, but not necessarily doing business, but, feeling out the field. And he referred me to someone that I'm meeting with later today about doing her memoir. So indirectly, yes.
I'll take that as a plus.
Beautiful. I didn't even know Bob had was it a referral system or an intro system?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, what I do is I manage people's LinkedIn accounts, and from that, we grow it and create relationships for you. It's the whole purpose.
Okay. Now we'll notice that we've got 13 people, 12 people in the room right now. We want more, okay? The easiest way for this group to grow is to share it with people. And I just put a link in the chat. That is the direct Zoom link to this meeting. Share that with some people. If 12 of us are in here and we all bring one friend, just one each, we will double the attendance of this room. So let's do that. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're going to have more people attending.
I hope so.
Yeah. How we doing? 8:04. So let's go ahead and go into our first breakout room. And before we do that,
What do we do? I noticed the
here.
chat looks different today. Is that by design or is that something changed on that?
I haven't changed anything on the
Yeah,
chat.
nope.
Well, we
Okay.
used to be able to do one-to-one chats, and now it only has message everyone. So that is different. You're right, Phil.
That's
Huh.
probably some setting, Bob, that needs to be
Yeah,
toggled.
yeah.
You can chat with an individual by clicking on the upper right of their thumbnail picture, and the three choices are include chat, and if
Oh,
you
Oh,
okay.
cool.
pick
Yeah,
one of
thank you.
those,
I did never noticed that. That's great. Thank you.
chat with that person individually, privately.
Right. Okay, great. Thank you.
Before we go into breakout room, I think it's good to get a little positive momentum going. And so, show of hands, raise your digital hand. What's your big win for the week? Do you have a big win to share? We like to hear wins. Raise your hand. Yes, Robert, go ahead.
It's been a very interesting week. So I'm working a lot with entertainment people now. So I have some agents. But recently I got referred to a client in downtown called Alligator Jesus. He makes these grills, which is like a inlaid things for the mount for the rap stars. And he has a little location factory there with all these gold and silver and pearl inlays and stuff. It's amazing. And these things cost like eight, $10,000 a piece. It's a whole new world for me I'm getting introduced into. And then I'm also being introduced to manufacturing companies that are making $6 million worth of indentures and stuff like that, doing 3D printings. So I'm getting trained by my new referrals and people of a whole new world. And then they're also introducing me to entertainment, prop makers, and goth companies. Like in Long Beach, there's a little location. They sell goth clothing, like vampire clothing and things like that. So it's a whole different world for me because I'm used to being more working with straight-laced businesses like doctors, lawyers, manufacturers, distributors, right? Now I'm getting
Yeah.
introduced to all these entertainment people. So it's been very interesting. That's a big win for me.
Working with a new kind of client. Great. Thank you, Robert.
Completely new.
Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm in another group, and it's all men, which is an interesting dynamic. I love being with women, but it's a very good group. And I got referred to a gentleman in Chicago, and given his work, I said, you may have clients in Los Angeles, and we can host them in our studio and tag team with his client so we can collaborate and his client can benefit from our studio where we have a huge teleprompter and lights and camera and action and
Yeah,
all that.
that's beautiful,
That's
Dan.
really good. Very
Cheryl, quick wins. Keep them about a minute.
Yeah.
I just keep getting appointments on my calendar because I'm putting that the link out. And I've met some fabulous people, and thank you also to Bob. I've been seeing a lot of invites or accepted invites coming in. So following up with those. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank Bob too. The LinkedIn stuff he's doing for me is working. And we have a new person in the room here that has never been here before. So, Sarah Snyder, why don't you introduce yourself in about a minute?
Yeah, nice to meet you all. I'm Sarah. I am just outside of Kansas City. I am in the financial industry. I see somebody else here is as well. I really focus on, well, kind of two categories, but working with business and family leaders to protect and build what they have with an emphasis on protected assets. So helping people to protect what they have, but then grow that. Kind of a lot of the tools I work with are on the safe side to kind of complementary or support other areas where they're potentially also building wealth. A lot of fun to really take an educational approach, help people to understand where am I at? Where am I going? How do I get there?
Bingo.
I did a one-on-one with Sarah. She's got great energy, and if you haven't done, she's brand new here. So, Sarah, please put your contact information in the chat. Everybody do a one-on-one with Sarah and make her feel welcome and get to know her.
Thank you
I
so
think that
much.
would be really cool and powerful. Any other new people here? I invited a bunch of people. Timothy, are you new?
Yeah, this is my first time here.
So do a minute to introduce yourself.
All right, so like Sarah, I'm also in the financial services industry with National Financial Network based out of New York. And the work that we do, people, is we just align with your goals. What do you want to accomplish in the short and long term? If we know your goals, it's kind of like we know your destination, where you're looking to be in the future. So if we're going to give you that roadmap, the other critical piece of information we need would be your starting point. So we accomplish that by giving everyone access to a free portal. You can put all of your data and documents there, but then we can input your data into these really powerful visual calculating tools. So we can compare what you're doing versus what we're suggesting is a better alternative. And then we can really help with all the wealth management. We have a lot of cool alternative investment options. We also do life insurance, disability, and long-term care. Then we continue to meet with you. So as your life evolves, we can make the appropriate adjustments.
Thank you, Timothy. Again, Timothy's new here. He's never met any of you. Timothy, please put your contact information in the chat and let's
Yeah,
do lots of one-on-ones with Timothy and make him feel welcome and thank you for joining us and we hope to see you
absolutely.
for many weeks to come. Any other new people here? Phil, you're not new. How about Kiana? Are you new?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Glad to be here. Yes, I'm Kiana Williams. I'm the what you call the money girl. I'm a licensed mortgage lender. I'm very creative with my strategies to do funding. Not only do I do traditional, I also do hard money, private money as well. So creative financing is definitely in the wheelhouse. I also own an acquisitions company. So I source properties as well for cash buyers, investors, people looking to flip, hold, whatever the case may be, or even within like the foreclosure defaulted assets, we create notes. I help structure those as well. So
Yeah,
that's a little bit
Kiana
about
got
me.
cash.
Yeah, I'm the money girl. Find me a funding
Hey,
angel.
I've got a question. When you do hard money, do you do hard money on primary residence as well, or just second and investor?
I can do on owner occupied, and then we might not even have to go all the way hard money. We could possibly even do non-QM, which is right in between traditional and hard money, just kind of depending.
All right, let's talk later on that.
So, Kiana, please put your contact information in the chat,
You got it. Thank you guys.
and everybody do a one-on-one with Kiana. Anybody else new here? I think everybody else is a veteran. Um, so let's go into our first breakout room. And today this is kind of structured because I don't think we're here to just chit chat. I think we're here to get more business and get to know each other better and build stronger relationships. And so the breakout rooms today are structured around the idea in order for people to buy from you, they have four questions in their brain, okay? The first question is, do I like you? Do I like you? Okay. And, we do business, we know, like, and trust. So, what we're going to do in the breakouts today is we are going to do introductions to ourselves, but we are not going to talk about our business. Tell us something about you that makes you a good human being. Tell us something about you that maybe we don't otherwise know about you. You guys, you know me as a business coach, but maybe a lot of you don't know that I practice karate and I'm really close to a black belt in karate. So, there are things about us that we don't know about each other. And I am going to up the breakout rooms. Bob, do you have any announcements?
No. I'd like to see, a change in process is always good. Because we get stuck in our old ways, and I think that's really something that's being brought forward in this group.
Cool. Okay, so we got four breakout rooms, should be about four people each. And you guys have about, let's go 5 minutes before we send out the warning. So everybody should get a minute and just make sure you keep rotating and moving along. And let's go. Patrick, are you in a room? Yeah, you're signed, Patrick. Hello, Kiana.
Hi.
Are we having fun?
This is
How did you
really
find out?
cool. I don't, whatever you're up to, this is really cool. Bob Friedenthal, I've been getting his emails and I've been getting them for a while now, but today was the day.
All right. So I was just talking to Kiana. She said she found out about this through Bob. Sarah, where did you find out about this? I think it was
You.
through Bob.
It was through you.
And Timothy, how did you find out about this meeting?
You had posted it in the chat of another networking Zoom.
Yes. Okay, great. So, we just had a breakout room. I want to get you to raise your hand. Okay, when you do your share, I don't want to hear about you. I want to hear about what you learned about other people. And I'm going to go ahead and start, but please raise your hand. Um, Robert Chan likes to, he does the Korean, was it K-pop? He likes that Korean music and he
K-pop.
also loves
K-pop.
dogs. K-pop. I was going to say K-hop, but it's K-pop.
BTS.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
And he's got a German Shepherd. And Kiana, when she has people over, she's going to bust out the board games. All right, Patrick O'Flynn.
How you doing? I was on a call there with Roy and David and Moshe, and Roy particularly caught my attention because I try to keep in touch with what's going on in America, and there's a lot of moving parts, as you know. But one thing I picked up is that there are 20 million veterans in America, and Roy is tapping into that market, and I think that is absolutely wonderful, Roy. Congratulations on that. And what it says too, Roy, it has more meaning because people at certain stages of their lives, depending on their experiences, may feel they're no longer valued, rejected. I was this, I was that, but look, here I am now. No one wants me, kind of stuff. So I think it's you're nourishing hope. Well done.
Thank you, Patrick.
That's beautiful. And Sarah, what did you learn about other people in your breakout group?
Yeah, I learned that they like to intentionally listen to other people. And I feel like that's incredible because when people feel listened to, they feel cared for, then they're willing to open up and to engage and to give back. So that was pretty neat. Also loved we had a kind of somebody who loves to get his heart pounding with high risk sports.
See, we wouldn't have known that otherwise.
Is that Bob Rosen? Is
Dan
that Bob
Brumer.
Friedenthal?
That was Phil.
Oh, I thought it was Bob Friedenthal.
Dan Brumer, what did you learn about other people?
Yes, sir. Well, I had a one-on-one with Betty, and that was during the week, and I learned more about her work. But during this intimate breakout, I learned that she is a hat maker of high-end fashion hats.
Wow.
In the crochet medium. And that's something I never knew, and it's very interesting. I also learned Sarah is also an artist, Sarah Snyder, and working in very unusual media like fresco and watercolor is not so unusual, but a wide variety of art. And that just makes a well-rounded picture for me to see these people. And one other idea, Joe, we've done a breakout where you have one-on-one, and then when you come back, that person introduces the other person, very much like you're doing now.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Great.
Great, thanks. By the way, Bob, I know we put together a Google Sheet for suggestions for the group. So if you could put that link in the chat at some point here. And Bob, did you have anything that you learned in the breakout rooms? You've been hosting this meeting forever, and I'll bet you learned something new.
Well, the best part of all this stuff, especially when you go into a breakout room, is you get to meet other people that you had not met before. But I think you're spot on. We should really focus on not just yourself. The B&I motto, givers gain, something about somebody else versus you just doing this about yourself.
Mhm.
Me. Let's talk about me. I've been talking about me for 3 hours. It's your turn to talk. What do you think about me?
You're
Yeah,
forgetting
that's
it's me,
typical.
myself, and I.
Yes. The other thing,
All right.
laughter is the best policy.
That's right. Someday we'll look back at this and laugh. Why wait? Um, so why was this the question? Because there's 4 questions that people need to have answers to before they hire you. Do I like you? And one of the things I recommend is in social media, post some connection posts that have nothing to do with your business. Let people know when you're at a barbecue or you're doing something fun. Get some video of you dancing or singing or laughing. You know, it's called connection content. Now, if you only have connection content, people might fall in love with you, okay? But they might not buy from you. You're just like a vlogger. So the next question people need to have answered before they buy from you is, can you help me? Okay. Can you provide some value? So this is going to be, again, 1 minute per person. Okay. But in the next breakout room, we want to, before we were talking about connecting with people. But now what we want to do is in your minute, share one nugget of value that demonstrates that you know your stuff and you can help other people. And as I got more people, so the breakout rooms will be a little different. I'm going to keep them to a size of 4. Let's see. So 4. Let's do.
Joe, can you have a timer going the whole time so we get a sense of the time passing?
We did.
I will see if I can
I thought we
figure
did that
that piece
before.
out.
Have we not?
Yes, there, yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Gave it 1 minute warning.
Yeah, just when we had 1 minute left.
Yeah, I will prompt you to keep rotating, but about a minute per person. So
Yeah, less is
let's
more.
go ahead and go into breakout rooms starting now. Let's see. Did everybody get assigned to a room?
And you're in one too.
Yeah. Gregory, let's see. Eileen, let's see. Assigned to 4. Assigned to 3. Assigned to 2. All right, Gregory, did you get your assignment? Let's see. You should be in breakout. There we go.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's coming back. That exercise was all around, can you help me? Can you help solve my problems? It was all about sharing value. So, what did you learn about from other people that what did you learn that was valuable from somebody else? This is not a chance to talk about yourself. It's what you learned from someone else. So raise your digital hand. What did you learn valuable from somebody else? Raise your digital hand and um, love to hear from you. Share with the group. By the way, right now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you put your contact information in the chat so you can all get to know each other. Robert, yes, go ahead. Robert Chun.
Unmuted now. Yeah. So anyway, I heard Eileen helps people get out of debt, credit card debts, and the financial management at the beginning of the journey. I learned that Hina can actually help people with their homes they own and investments they own, and knows all these different kinds of programs which they can take advantage of. So that's all right.
I guess
Very good.
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
Okay. Um, so yes, I heard that Eileen is very efficient in helping people get out of financial pickles with debt and plan for retirement. And Mr. Robert Chun, he is a magical mastermind when it comes to business management, restructuring, trying to employee retention. I think that's really cool and important, especially in this economy.
Who said that?
Very good. Part of this exercise, again, we talked about this last week. There is storytelling and there is story listening. These questions are designed to help you become a better listener so we get to know each other, at a deeper level. Sarah Snyder, what did you learn of value from others?
I'm actually seeing a wide range of people who serve maybe similar clients, but from different angles. And it seems like there's a lot of potential for collaboration or overlap where like you've got your upstream and your downstream, like you've got your business broker, but then you have people who help people on getting things more tight and more efficient within a business. And then you have people who are good at helping the messaging side. And then you have those who all right,
Yeah.
helping people on the debt piece, helping people on the wealth transfer piece, helping it's just pretty amazing the variety, but then the strengths that could come from learning how to better interconnect.
That's amazing. Everybody has value, especially when you have genuine curiosity to discover other people's value. People are so magical if we take the time. Thank you, Sarah. And David DaCosta.
So I learned from Roy that he has a program, and you can be anywhere in the country that's caters to veterans specifically. Like Pat said earlier, there are 20 million veterans out there. And it doesn't matter what profession or what they do, but if they're looking for additional income, they should talk because veterans are a very valuable resource and a not getting enough attention. They can never get enough attention, and helping them increase their welfare in life by assisting with additional income is just a superhuman effort. So reach out to Roy, and that's what he does. And you
What a
can be
beautiful
anywhere in
thing
the
Roy is
country.
doing to those veterans who so much need the help. It's beautiful.
So true, so true. My daughter worked for the VA in Redlands, California, and she told me that the biggest problem that people have, veterans have, is, and it's interesting, suicide. And it's not amongst the young people. These are people that go into retirement, and you know the old expression, idle hands in the devil's workshop. Well, they become very suicidal from there. So it's actually older people that commit suicide, not young people.
Very good. Bob, while we got you here, um, we're going to be incorporating a new thing called 7 Minute Spotlight. And next week, we're going to give one person a spotlight of 7 minutes to teach us something, a little bit about you and your business. And so right now, we don't have anybody on the list. But Bob, if you could put that link for that Google Doc and people can sign up, and we'll get our first person signed up to give a 7 minute spotlight next week. And also, there should be a Google Doc for a suggestion list for the group. Okay.
Maybe it should be Bob first so he can walk us through the Mycity site and how to make the best use of the site.
Yes, very
Perfect.
good.
Bob, do you want to be the 7 minute spotlight next week?
Sure, absolutely. Why not?
You can talk about Mycity and what you're doing with LinkedIn.
And how to use the site.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, we're doing an update. I'm not sure if it's came
Okay,
up.
well, how it'll be in the future.
Yeah. Yeah,
hey,
that,
you got a whole
There we
week.
go.
You have a whole week.
yeah. Talk to programmers. I'll give you that.
Minor detail.
So, our first question is, do I like you? People want to know, do I like you before they do business? If I wouldn't have you over for dinner, it's probably not likely I'm going to ever do business with you. So, we shared some things. Now, in social media, you want to put out what's called connection posts. If you just do connection posts, you're going to be like a vlogger, a blogger. Okay, that's not enough for people to do business with you. Now, if you can you help me? This is where we put out value posts, okay? We want to know that you know your stuff, that you have some expert. Can you really help me? So that's the second kind of post. Now, if all you're doing is putting out value posts, you're coming across as a teacher. And that's good. We all want to learn. But on the other hand, one of the things we know about teachers is they are all underpaid. And if the third kind of content, and the third question that people have is, will it work for me? And so in our next breakout room, we are going to share, when it's your turn to talk about your business, everybody's going to get about 1 minute. You're going to share one piece of proof. One piece of proof. And maybe it's something you've done. Hopefully, it's a client success story. For example, okay, I'm going to go right now. Once upon a time, a guy named Fred Garnica came to me. He had a security guard company. He had one employee. He had one company that was his client. They had one yard he was protecting, and they were paying him $3,000 per month for his security guard services. And he hired me, he paid me $2,500 to pick my brain over lunch. Okay. And he wanted to know, how do I get more customers? And we were exploring that. But I said, is it really about getting more customers, or is it getting more revenue? And he says, I want more customers. I said, well, humor me. There's three and only three ways to grow a business. You can get more customers, you can get bigger transactions, and you can get more frequency of transaction. I said, humor me. Have you gone to your one customer and asked them for more work? And he said, no. I said, can you please do that? He went to his one customer that was paying him $3,000 a month to protect one yard. And they said, yes, we have more yards. They gave him 7 more yards at $3,000 per yard. And his income went from $3,000 per month to $24,000 per month. That is a client success story. Now, that doesn't happen with everybody in exactly the same way, because everybody's in a different. Isn't it cool that, that we have proof? So as we go into our breakouts, I think I need to shuffle up the breakout rooms.
No.
I know you're saying
Sounds
that,
like
but
it
we
sounds
need
like it
to-
was a good lunch for him.
we're gonna
Oh,
recreate the rooms. How many people are here now? 19. So we're gonna create
5,
6 rooms.
6.
Keep them smaller. And let's go. Share some proof. Share some proof.